Hello and welcome to our review on Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The movie was surprisingly decent. There were a few issues with story, as in there wasn't really one, but overall it was pretty good. Well, for lack of a main character, the supporting characters were actually pretty strong and solid, so it seemed to balance out.
Like the main, the supporting character is like the main thing I liked about it. Like, what's his name? Eddie? Is it Eddie Raymond? Ramen?
No, that was the main character.
No, I'm saying like the guy Eddie Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't care for his acting in this movie because he just seemed like an awkward guy. Like you see him, he's like, I'm just like. It's like, why do I like that? Like in the original, like in the Harry Potter series, like I like Harry because he's the man from the beginning. Like, they said he defeated Voldemort when he's a baby, so it's like, oh yeah, he's the man from Jump Street. This guy comes over and he just seems awkward throughout the entire movie. It's like, come on.
Yeah, he was the fans are supposed to know who he is because he was the writer of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. For that, you heard in the original first Harry Potter book, the Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you originate.
Yeah.
But he was the writer, and you're supposed to be intrigued at the fact that, oh my gosh, a book about him and what got him to write this book. But it wasn't actually about what got him to write the book. It's not really about where to find Fantastic Beasts. The beasts he's already found. It's just they get lost in an environment that they're not used to. So he has to relocate them in an environment that they're not used to. So technically it would be easier to find since they're magical beasts and they'll be destroying everything around.
And like,
So it wasn't exactly about where to find them.
and it's like it's like I'm sitting there watching a movie and I'm like, okay, so we need like a villain or something for the movie. Like, it felt like the entire conflict for at least like a good hour, maybe hour and a half. He's sitting there looking for his beast, and I'm just like the entire time I'm like, okay, he sees him, he tries to get him back in the suitcase. It's cool and everything, but it's like where's the villain? It's like then it's like once the villain pops up, it's kind of like I already knew this person was the villain. Look what he's wearing. Look at the haircut. It's like it's obvious. Like, come on.
Yeah, there are things going on in New York by the time he gets there. The things are happening. Magical things are happening around publicly. So people are becoming aware that there's magic. People are becoming...
Are you serious?
People are becoming aware that there is magic. And, well, he just randomly comes, so he's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he has a suitcase full of magical beasts, and another person who is at the wrong place at the wrong time, who happens to be one of the best characters of the movie, winds up letting the beasts escape, and then that's how they get lost. But you find out that he gets brought in because they assume one of his beasts actually killed a muggle, or, as they call him now, No-Maj. Very uncreative. But then again, it's like, how did they not know to use the term muggle? Because they still use the term Oro for basically the police of the wizarding world. Because the female supporting character was basically an Oro. She was basically cast out. But they used that term, and it's like, how did they not know what a muggle was when he mentioned the word? If they can use the term Oro, how can they not use the term muggle and not understand it?
What I enjoyed most about the movie was the two characters. I think it's
Kowalski.
Kowalski?
Mm-hmm.
Fat dude. The nomad. Really, bro?
The No-Maj/Muggle.
The nomad slash muggle and the chick that that can read the minds.
Yeah, she was the sister of the supporting main female role. I didn't actually understand her position, so...
Wasn't she like an agent or something?
No, she was an Oro. She's the sister of the
Oral?
basically, Oro, yeah. Remember Mad-Eye Moody was
Yeah,
an Oro?
yeah, Oral.
Yeah, but she was basically fired from her post, and her sister...
I liked her sister a lot better. She was more enjoyable. She read minds. She was hot, and she made the big guy cocoa.
Well, she was basically, for lack of a better term, the blonde bimbo, and he was the awkward fool. And they just, honestly, together, they were the best personality for the movie.
Yeah.
But one of the most surprising things was that they can use the Force. I mean, all of a sudden, I thought the point of a wand was that so they could actually use their magical abilities, actually control it. Because other than that, they couldn't actually do anything they truly wanted to do.
Mhm.
The wand was supposed to harness their power.
Even Voldemort didn't do that.
Yeah, it's just like, it made no sense. What's the point of having a stick in your hand when you can use your hand by itself? I mean,
Really?
come on, man. I mean,
You gotta say no homo.
no homo. Yeah, seriously. But still, seriously, I would rather use my hand than a goddamn stick. Because honestly, you gotta face it. The one thing I found incredibly stupid about it was the stick. It was like the entire series. It's like, why can't they use magic other ways? Because I'd rather prefer to use a staff. Like Mad-Eye Moody with. Oh my gosh.
That's what you were saying. You holding the staff. Oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking Lord of the Rings. You shall not. Oh, that's good. No homo.
Yeah, but it was just like all of a sudden they were able to use the Force. They were able to actually use their hands without needing the necessity of a wand. Because here, one of the villains is casting a spell here with the wand, and then he's using the Force right there to pull an entire vehicle to slam into the one he's fighting. It's just like, where did that come from?
If that was possible, then Voldemort would have been defeated Harry Potter.
I know. I mean, seriously, just bring down the entire building on them.
Abracadabra!
Avada Kedavra.
Same thing, tomato.
But overall, I basically felt that movie was a 6 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna give the movie like I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Like, I like the fat guy. He was hilarious. The hot chick who could read minds, she was great. Like, man, she made him Coco. Like, come on. And the and the beasts were cool, especially what's the name, Niffler?
Yes, Nifflers. Yeah.
The Nifflers, yeah, like they love shiny things. So the entire time you basically see them in, people purses, jewelry stores, and everything. It was hilarious. So I give it a 7 out of 10. It's enjoyable. It has its problems, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, it really was an enjoyable film, and
I liked it better than Deathly Hallows Part 1.
yeah, it was better than,
Part 2.
for me, many of the Harry Potter movies.
Goblet of Fire is the best.
But yeah, that's our take on the film.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it or get a chance to see it.
Yeah, we'll be back with more reviews, so stay tuned.